Tell me about the race you had with Uncle Isaiah, and what did he have? But now that we get to, as we begin to wrap this up, so when you look back at that 86, I know you did take some trips because we have some pictures of you taking a trip in the car. What was it like to travel around in? And what was it like having a family? Because I always talk about home and horsepower. What was it like really fitting your kids, having a family back in those days with that car?
Well, you guys are still kind of small then, so it's no big deal.
That's why I got the front seat.
But on the highway, it was solid, and I could pass anybody. That was a good part. That 85 didn't mean a thing.
Yeah.
And then, you know how third gear was in the Mustang. So I really had no problem with it traveling.
Oh, you got to... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think it was Illinois. The cops had white ones. And at night, the truckers would be out there talking about I'm a cop all the time. So they always slow down so I get to pass everybody. They had a white one too.
Yeah. That reminded me when you said third gear of one more race. Tell me about the race you had with Uncle Isaiah, and what did he have?
Oh. What did he have? He had a Daytona that he thought. So we raced down off the big bridge on I-75. I don't know why he keeps saying he beat me. I was looking at him behind me. But then my loopers started coming up. I was going so fast, so I slowed down, and he passed me. That's when he said he beat me. There you go. No way I'm going to let that little four banger outrun me. I'm in too? Nah. But he has no memory. Even as kids, he still says he beat me in the other cars. He has, memory lapse. Kind of like this former president. Right.
You should have asked this question, done the interview while he was down in Alabama with Uncle Isaiah in the background. So you can
Yes. Yes, you ain't lying.
Many times. I've heard it many times.
He still denies it. He's in denial.
But I was there.
I think you were there, so that's exactly how it went down.
Yeah, that's it. That's what happened. The louvers were flying up in the back, but I mean, they were like this, and his louver started popping up. I remember he was doing like estimated in like 120 or something when he got out of it. Then Uncle Isaiah went past with Alton and like Jason in the back. I think Auntie Linda might have been in there, and then ever since he said, I would have did the same thing. I would have got out of it if he was ahead of me once I got out in front of him. Even though he got out of it, I would have just like Uncle Isaiah did and said, I got to win. So he didn't hit the finish line yet. We're the finish line. So, or you got out of it just because as I reeled you in, then you just got out of it. That's what I would have said. But right. Just movers there, they were popping up and flapping.
Yeah, after that, I took them off. Yeah. They were pretty, but just a hassle.
Yeah, he was about 120 miles an hour at that point.
Woo! I mean,
I remember racing with D in the back one day, going down to John C. Lodge, racing a Camaro, and I scared my own self. And we got off the freeway, and the guy asked me, "What do you have in there?" I just told him, "Stop." And D was in the back seat, laying down, covered up. And I thought about this, and that was wrong. I scared my daughter like that. So that was another thing.
Just for the record, you never scared your sons, because we were still a G. Even we was like, oh man, I'm getting scared. He going around this curve, but oh well, I'm in it.
And now she drives like I drive.
Right. In a minivan.
Yeah, you should be on here. She should be on here.
Right.
Yeah. And actually, her minivan is faster than Mustang.
That is the great part about it. When you look at it, I'm gonna have to look and see where her Odyssey. It's certainly not in a quarter, but definitely horsepower wise, I'm guessing her Odyssey is probably pulling about 300.
Woo.
Yep, definitely.
That's something to think about.
Because I mean, my 06 MDX I think is at 260, so I think it is. So yeah, times have changed. Times have definitely changed.